We all have one thing in common, and that is a mother. So today's lesson is going to be from my mother. I may have learned this lesson from my mother, but I believe every parent will be able to relate to it in one way or the other. But the deeper learnings from this lesson is for every child who feels that their parents don't understand. So let's begin. Well, talking about my mother is a very simple and introvert lady. But then she is the strongest woman I have ever come across. I say so because it's been 30 years since the time my father passed away, but not even for once have I ever seen her crying, at least in front of me. And I think it needs a courage to showcase such kind of an attitude. But at the same time, my mother had a very weird habit of crying whenever I used to tell her that I don't want to eat, I am not hungry. She would start to cry. As a teenager, I could never understand this and I used to get real aggressive, to which she would cry furthermore. My only argument used to be, look, मुझे भूख नहीं है इसलिए मुझे खाना नहीं खाना. अब इसमें रोने की क्या बात है? Somehow my statement could never satisfy my mother. And to my question कि इसमें रोने की क्या बात है, she used to always give me one statement which I believe is the favorite statement with every mother. She used to tell me, जब तुम्हारे अपने बच्चे होंगे ना तब तुम्हें पता चलेगा कि जब बच्चा भूखा होता है तो माँ क्यों रोती है. To this I used to be absolutely spontaneous in telling her, मैं नहीं रोऊंगी, जिसे जब भूख लगेगी तब खुद खा लेगा. पर आज मुझे ऐसा लगता है जो बात माँ बाप नहीं सिखा पाते ना वो ज़िंदगी सिखा देती है. And now it was my time to learn my lessons. Time passed by, I got married and I was blessed with a baby boy. My son was about 6 months old when all of a sudden he stopped having milk. To check the same, I called up his pediatric who told me that my son is on teething and he may not eat for a week or two. It's absolutely okay, there's nothing to worry in it, and I may only bother her in case my son shows any signs of laziness, letharginess or dizziness. Now, as a mother, this was not acceptable to me. So I filled up his bottle with milk and took him into my lap to feed him. The moment I tried feeding him, he would simply push the bottle back and refuse to have milk. I remember I tried every possible thing from adding some extra sugar to his milk for that extra taste, to show him his favorite toy, to even sing his favorite song, Chanda hai tu, mera suraj hai tu, meri aankhon ka tara hai tu. But somehow nothing worked, and this trauma continued for 2 days when I finally started to feel miserable. And I clearly remember that day when I was absolutely heartbroken because I was not left with any other choice. So this time I thought of trying something else, something different. So with a very heavy heart, I filled up his bottle with milk, took him into my lap, showed him his favorite toy, and this time I prayed to Lord. And I told Lord, Baba ji, देखो मेरा बच्चा भूखा है, उसने ना 2 दिन से दूध नहीं पिया है, प्लीज़ उसको थोड़ा सा दूध पिला दो. And with all my faith, I try feeding him. And to my utter happiness, he just took his first sip. I was on cloud 9. I felt Baba ji ने मेरी बात सुन ली and I so wanted to thank Lord. But before I could do that, my son refused to have milk. I howled and cried, and in that moment there was only one loud voice that I could hear. My mother's favorite statement. जब तुम्हारे अपने बच्चे होंगे ना तब तुम्हें पता चलेगा कि जब बच्चा भूखा होता है तो माँ क्यों रोती है. I remember I cried and I cried and I cried and I so wanted to say sorry to my mother for my insensitive behavior. But by then it was too late. I was to learn my lessons the hard way. But then that day I had a deeper learning that people lie when they say कि माँ अपने बच्चे को दूध पिलाकर बड़ा करती है. झूठ बोलते हैं लोग. माँ और बाप दोनों अपने बच्चों को अपने खून के एक एक कतरे से सींचते हैं, with every possible drop of their blood. And I salute to all the parents because I know somewhere we all have the same story. But like I said in the beginning, that the deeper learnings from this lesson is for every child, because what you do to your parents come back to you in 100 folds. So now think and answer my questions. Do you still feel your parents don't understand? Do you still feel they don't give you freedom? Do you still feel that they need to change their attitude? If yes, then be ready to learn your lessons. Do share in your learnings from this lesson in the comment box below. And this is Ruchika Dugal signing off. Till we meet next, respect your parents because you are very precious to them.